So, how are you guys? How are you guys doing?
Good.
I didn't realize everybody was going to be able to play Rocketown.
I know.
I thought it was just going to be in Hartswick and you guys, and I was like, oh man, that sucks, but okay.
Yeah, I'm glad everyone can play.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So you guys formed in 2007 originally, even though not everybody's original members. So even though you've had a few changes, you've officially turned 10 years old. How does that feel?
For this guy over here, Jared, she wants to know how it feels that Fit for King is 10 years old.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
This isn't officially on the audio interview.
Okay, but it's not. So it's cool and it's not cool. Let me give you an example.
I can take it out if you want me to.
Keep it in, no.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Our band back in 2009 or 10, we played a venue in Chicago called the Beat Kitchen. It's not an awesome venue. Probably like a 300 cap. If you pack people in there like sardines. So we played there, was like 50 people. On this tour we played it and it was sold out. Let's say it's 300. That's cool that we sold it out, but it's taken
10 years
long.
later.
Yeah, it's like,
later.
it's cool, but like, it only took 10 years to do that.
Yeah. I feel it. I really do. Let's see. Now, Pissed Off on your latest album, Death Grip, was kind of like a musical reaction to the terrorist attacks right before you guys played in Paris, which did you guys end up canceling that show?
No, we ended up
No, you ended up playing.
We had a lot of talks with everybody, and we were like, what kind of message does that send fans?
If you kind of quit, I guess.
We can't let them win, basically.
Yeah. Well, in light of recent events, you know, with similar tragedies like in Vegas and actually the Masquerade, which you guys are playing tomorrow, had a shooting like I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Has this added anger to your performance, you know, fueling it at all?
Definitely when I play that song, it puts all those events on my mind, and like the one in Texas that happened, and just like I just don't understand what can go through a person's head. And that's what a lot of people, the first thing they want to argue about is guns. And the first thing I want to know is what is wrong with these people that would even, because sometimes the guns were legal, sometimes they're illegal. That argument aside, somebody had to have something wrong in their head. And how can we address that? And even just the thought of somebody like thinking it's okay to kill children, and it's just like frustrating. And we need to find out a way to like get to these people, because I feel like if you, in your head that's okay, there's nothing that's going to stop you from doing something messed up in your life. So we need to find a way to like find out and help these people before something like that happens.
That's true. That's definitely true. And will we see any future music? Because really all of Death Grip was you took it from your fans, some of it anonymously and things like that. Will we see any future music regarding these tragedies and stimulation of fear in the music community, or will you be pulling any future songs from fans like that again?
I definitely want to do some of the songs from fans again. Some fans that I ended up using their story felt like it was very therapeutic to hear their story in a song, and because when they see it, like read comments on YouTube videos about it helping others, it makes them feel better about the tragedy they had to go through. So I'd love to do a few songs like that, and definitely all these events is just going to fuel even more anger. So I get mad talking about it. So.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Now, this past summer, you guys were billed to Vans Warped Tour. I actually saw you guys when you came to Nashville. It was pretty friggin' my daughter loved it. She was like 1 and she was like raging. Now, what was the experience playing Vans Warped Tour like? Now that's kind of a little bit after the fact.
Yeah. It was our 3rd time, and we did it in a van again all 3 times. It's definitely the most difficult 2 months of my life as far as like comfort. You're sleeping in a van. We had 8 people in a little 15. We have a better vehicle now, but that didn't help us on Warped. And we had like constant breakdowns of our van and repairs, and all of us arguing on, do we need to get a new van? Do we need to pay to fix this one? And I'm really hot and I don't have anywhere to go. And heat kind of just amplifies everybody's stress levels.
Well,
so.
you guys weren't the only one, because I can't remember. It was a couple people had like their buses break down and stuff like in Texas.
Oh, when they said that, I was like, boo-hoo. We're in our van.
We're in our van.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. Now, how was hearing the news that Vans Warped Tour is kind of going to end, you know, the cross-country tour, which is kind of a big deal for
Yeah.
fans, but...
I think the bigger deal is for young bands, there's not going to be that. That was the tour to be on if you're a young up-and-coming band, because it would put you in front of a bunch of new faces that you wouldn't be exposed to otherwise. So I think it'll hurt most young bands, because I don't know where we would be now if we didn't get to play Warped three times.
That's true. A lot of people are discovered from Warped tours, so it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be a change.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys in any stages of the process of making another album?
We're in the very early stages. We put it on hold for this tour, but when we get back home, it's just going to be nonstop writing because we have the studio in March, so we got a lot of work to do.
That's awesome. Now, what has been your favorite show so far on this tour?
This tour, Columbus was the biggest.
Really?
And that was insane, but honestly, the craziest crowd award probably has to go to... This is a tough one. Right now it's between New Jersey, Richmond, and Philly. But I'm going to give it to Richmond on principle of a guy breaking his leg at the show.
God.
So I feel like I have to give them their award.
You have to have that. You broke
They
your
get the
leg. Well, thank you. I don't want to take too much of your time.